Molweni Mzansi, siphinde sakhona again. Umbasi uphetheyo ke namhlanje now is one of those things that sort of shakes our society in many ways. Every time we bring a topic here, it's one of those things that a lot of people avoid talking about, but we want to try and address them so that sizibeke in the surface, so that we can iron them out, so that sibonisane perspectives on how we can deal with them. Because singabantu sixhomekeke ingomnye uxhomekeke komnye. So you might pick a thing or two here, and pick a thing or two elsewhere. Now I pick a thing or two from you. So mba esiphetheyo namhlanje i-wine night stand. So i-wine night stand is not that story kuthiwa khola joke where inathi kukho igeza elalime umuntu wacaba wadlula limile lime ngase robotsini in the evening xa goduke suke espan. When the guy is going back to work, he sees eligeza again limepa lisamepa oko belime from Israel in that same spot. So sabuze mfondini umele ndona wathi lo mfo. No, I wanted to feel le nto kuthiwa yi-wine night stand. So that's not the kind of wine night stand that we're talking about. Wine night stand is not just standing for the whole night. in this instance. So wine night stand is a situation where, like, you're just going, you're having your own good night, that you are going to a groove or something, or wherever you want to go, or maybe to a restaurant or wherever people go these days. And then you find yourself in bed with a person. Doing the into zinkulu kakhulu. And then ibe kungakho nto ithethiweyo and ibe into eyenzeke just that once off. And then it never happened. It never resulted into any relationship. It never resulted into anything. And then boom, your body count is +1. Over to you, Wayne.
You kept going and going and going without allowing me to introduce us guys. Yeah. But anyway, it's good. Yeah, all right, it's one night stand topic namhlanje. Thank you so much for always supporting sagas of couplehood. Another week, another saga. DJ Wicked, Nomzo. Welcome back, guys. We always appreciate your response when you put your comments there. University of the Streets, we always say that what we discuss here is not written anyway, is from Estrato. That's where it comes from, and it's our university.
Basnada.
So one night stand, as Mzo says, but I don't know how they came up with the word one night stand. Why one night stand? People are not going to stand. People are going to sleep, though.
It means that no, it's that thing of saying no, it just happened once off. That's why that one is there. I could be wrong, Machita, but you guys, Makaya, you guys know what I'm trying to push towards. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's that thing. It happened one night, and then that's just that.
What's the stand for one night sleep? Why not one night sleep?
No. Maybe the stand. Could be wrong, because we also don't have a textbook for this. Otherwise, we're going to have to go and Google it, like everything else, and put the comments here. Here's one night stand. And so, one night stand, I guess it means that stand means that it stopped. It stood right, just right there. Therefore, it didn't go on for a very long time. But I do find loosely people saying, Indo yam naye, it started as a one night stand. So what does this mean? It started and then it stopped. And then maybe you guys see each other again. Maybe when we get deeper into it, maybe wine night stand is not really a wine night stand. It only becomes a wine night stand when when none of the two of the people that slept together don't follow up on each other, or maybe they didn't exchange numbers, or they felt like, it's not working for whatever reason, then they decide, let's let it go. Then a few months later, maybe they've had a change of hearts. They bump into each other and be like, hey, you know what? I forgot to take your number that day. So it was a one night stand, an official one night stand where there was no agreement or anything happening between the two of us. It was just that lasting moment that the two people had. And then they are like, let's do this.
But in my experience, usually these people meet quick groove. I've never come across where somebody says, I met my one night stand partner at a mall, or was it at church?
Yeah, it confuses me way, because when you say, in my experience, usually people, are you talking about yourself here?
No, in myself, with the experience of people that I,
okay, all right. Thank you for clarifying. So I guess then, in that way, people meet in strange and mysterious ways. So yenzeka sometimes into yoba ndithi ndihlelele nje apha owenu uyabuza mzo ukuphi, ndithi ndilapha endlini. Athi okay, no, I'm gonna pass by there. I'm just coming from yours truly, and I'm just gonna pass by your place. We got a couple of beers, we can just da. And then you come here, and then you bring two chicks. I didn't go to a groove. You went to the groove.
Oh yeah. Makes
and
sense.
then and then now, because when you needed manpower, as gruesome as it is, or as raw as, or maybe if you want to call as immoral as you want to make it seem, these are real happenings. These things happen. I've had cases where, like this other friend of mine back in the day, may his soul rest, man, he would call me. He comes from wherever these places are. In the wee hours of the morning, mzo opi. Ndiyelele man, why kwenzeka ntoni? Kaphume kancinci. Xa ndiphuma uzodrop ipackage kum. Benika bra, umntu uhamba ngapha ko-Ace arhubhule amangara wafaka emotweni. Aqonda uba now he doesn't have capacity for them. And now I'm ekhangela amajita lele wodwa, you drop. So you see, even such kind you can get the kind of wine I stand from there.
From all these examples that you're giving, it could be me coming from yours truly. I'm from Groove. And you said he's the late guy, whatever he is. He is from Groove. So it's a fair statement now to say one night stand is social, is Groove.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say Groove is the biggest supplier.
Yeah, Groove.
And then because Zikona, one night stand, just to clarify, it doesn't simply mean it was a night. It doesn't necessarily have to be a night. It could happen during the day. But you guys did that and then after that, there was nothing happening to you guys. Even if it was during the day, 12 o'clock, noon, you guys had a one night stand because it happened once. Even if a person just came just for that evening with the way, and then they leave. That was a one night stand still. Because it was just one thing. Sometimes it doesn't even have to come and happen at your house. It happened right go Groove, just right there, or in the car.
I think the name one night stand became so popular because these things, the source is Groove.
Yeah.
Groove closes at night. Then you go have that night stand after midnight. So you wake up in the morning. So it was a one night affair. I think that's how the name got stuck. One night.
It's just one night affair. I agree with that. I agree.
Not a one day.
But still, it doesn't. Yes, large number of times it happens at night. But what happens if you had it? There's no such thing as a one day stand where like you met with someone and then one thing. There was this other guy. As Balsinger stories, I'm saying Monty beach bagger. But that's that. A person but and then Sinini, hey, mchita lona. Hey, lo mchita wami lo bendihamba naye uphi ngosi we are drinking there and impahla zethu besidada sigcinise somewhere phaa kwezi ladies. Kho abantu osisabadala phaa ba-close kuthi sathi hamba bajonge iibhegi zethu while we going up and down siyarhabula norhabula senze yonke lo nto sonwabele elwandle sigcinise ilantika phaa. And this guy andimboni ngoku, this guy disappears for like a good hour. This guy, I can't find him. Or to find him coming back from emacholweni ngapha ya
Nesitulo.
ethi ngapha emacholweni. No, and ke ngoku abantu bakhona abahambi like this. Omnye phambili, omnye usemva, but uyabona uba ngaba hey inqenzi inesandi komnye. So what would you say that these people just met?
Maybe they were probably just doing yoga there.
Yeah, they were teaching teaching each other Kama Sutra. All right, but the thing is, that thing happened. They did that too, and then immediately. So there's no. We can't say that we had a one-day stand. That's still a one-night stand because it's a summing up term.
But you only said it was designed to be enjoyed ebusuku, man. Man, because usually the sun is bright, kuyashisa, and you need to do this activity. Man, it's not gonna be.
Abantu bayenza lento lihlabe umhlaba. Ushushu phandle, abantu babe bebile bethe nsi ilanga laseKapa lingu-39 degrees Celsius. Abantu bavalelene ngokini but bayidumise phaa kushushu kunjalo. And mhlawumbe banalana ubushushu bukhutshwa ngobunye kind of vibe. I don't know.
So all the time when we come up with these topics, it's we're trying to figure out how do we get to a point of saying now people go to a one-night stand. Why do we have one-night stands? Where do this? What prompts people to now say no? Let's just have a one-night stand, then we're done. So how does this start? Let's say we walk roof, you're drinking, then there's some chicks sitting there on the next table. In our age, from Jonga, Sajonga,
Mamboy vibes.
Hey. Then but in our age, honestly, when you're at groove, there's time where you run your eyes. It's a ladies' table. There's communication. There's one you can just look and there's confirmation. I'm the one. You're the one. We're good.
No, wait. I think maybe if you want us to go that into that rabbit hole, let's go. It's worth exploring. Because wherever we go, I've noticed that if you cannot control yourself or you cannot be content, you are going to have types for days. Everywhere you go, there'll be somebody who qualifies to be your type. And at Groove, I'm not speaking for everybody else. When you are enjoying and having a good time, and then you see other people having a good time, your types having a good time, immediately, this moment, that whole experience that you are having there of having a good time, there's that adrenaline rush of chase and be chased kind of vibe. And then you look around, you see types and like beautiful people, and then that you want to associate with. Sometimes you don't want to be in bed with them, but it's just that you become so sociable because we are taking social drinks that make us have ideas and that make us lose some moral firewalls. Certain moral firewalls get waved around those times. And for example, I'm a very shy guy. I don't like approaching people. It's difficult for me to make friends even. But when I've had drinks and then I'm at a place, I sort of like have to adjust my behavior to be accommodative. I cannot be serious all the time. So when I'm there, I'm loose. I'm having a good time and whatnot. And a lot of people, when they see my Facebook, they're like, Emzo, who are those chicks? Hey, those chicks we fought nazo. No, these are people. Unfortunately, groove, it's a big trap, because once you figure grooving, you're gonna have to find a space. And Wayne, do not. A lot of times, when you get to a groove, you are looking for a table to sit, and then every other table is occupied. There's no free table. Even if it's not occupied, I'll come back to this one. You always look for ones that have got potential. What that potential is.
Are you specifically
not
referring
you, but
to me,
necessarily,
or-
I'm general.
in general, yeah.
Generally to guys, even myself. I can't go and just phone you kutafile egcwele amajita. Amajita are too finicky, and they got too many issues that I don't want to deal with. Let me rather find a table that's got chicks, and then just to be a good spot socially around them. Not necessarily that I want to bang or I'm hoping for a one night stand.
So it can be also a situation where you go honestly to go and drink, you buy a bucket taco, you're looking around for a place
Still,
to
the
chill.
point will be you want to go to a certain kind of caliber of people.
But I've been told, like red wine, as per se, it has got some stimulant with the girls, that they end up feeling like they want something after having a bottle of red wine. This I've been told. So I think that can also be a supporting factor, that maybe chilling coke roof and having red wine, women love red wine.
But largely because there's some bagos, they don't. It's not so popular in wine around these places. But say ciders, your istrope.
Okay. Let it not be just red wine. Let's also say alcohol in general. Alcohol in general makes them feel somehow like And if maybe at that particular moment they don't really have somebody to satisfy their needs, this is when maybe you start having those one jonga tendencies, and in the end, you find yourself asking each other, "Hey, do you need uniform at your house?" Or during COVID, I remember this friend of mine was telling this girl, "Woody, man, forget that mask." That's what S. That's what S. My little cap. I forgot my mask at home. But anyway.
Yeah, I get where you are going, Wayne. Okay.
As I said, with this age we are today, it's automatic when you get to these places that when it's about time to leave, then I go, girls, where's the after party? And even the girls are also willing and ready to get a guy who's going to ask them. And he wears the 50 rand in the breast, and she's already drunk, I don't know how, and she still wants to drink more. This is also what leads to these one night stands. Yeah,
true. That's very true. And we cannot run away from that. And I'm sure a lot of people want to always be politically correct and say what is acceptable with people. What Wayne just said now, it's true. Women go around these places and I feel like they pick a table where they want to be closer to guys, because they know that what a guy is gonna do is gonna try to make a small talk, and then eventually guys will buy alcohol. At times, I've seen myself having to buy sometimes alcohol, and I'm like, I'm chilling at a table, and then maybe Jim, Wayne, Maxine, Solo, and then we're having a good time, and then we are joined by some random girls that are here to have a good time. They just ask to put their alcohol on the table, and I'm like, nah, it's all good. And then we stay longish, and then now sometimes if we want to leave, but this way it starts like this. When we want to, we feel a bit hungry. We buy a platter of meat, and then socially, when we put it on the table, we're gonna say, guys, you guys
that's
can have
African.
Kind of vibe. Also, it happens also the other way. Sometimes if they buy meat before us, if I sometimes.
But with them, I beg to differ. You remember just last week, those girls at Trans told me, Puti. It's just this last week.
No, but that one was booze. It was not. It was a shop. So So, and you may have gotten a person who's on a issues zakhe. That person may have their own issues. But normally, abantu we groove. We are very social, and then we hardly say no to a certain things. But to just finish my story about that, it's just from that meet. But eventually, at some point, I'll see that these girls are running out of booze. And I'm like, if I go and we're running out of booze, I'll buy something for us and I see what they are drinking, and then I'll bring some and say, nah, just add it on that. But now I need to be careful when I do that, because I don't want to seem like I'm trying to push myself in. Is the more I do something generous that suggests that I'm interested, is the more I need to really affirm that, no, guys, this doesn't mean anything. Yeah, you understand? But by me doing that, they tend to be like more friendly now, but I don't want them to be more friendly. It's just that we are sitting with people, we are social, we are all having a good time. And I want us to really naturally have a good time with no strings attached. But I may seem like I'm talking about myself as making myself a better person, but a lot of times in such situations, these are cunning situations where a person, you've made people feel good about being around you. Then they want to be around you more. Then they exchange numbers and everything. One leads to another. And things happen. At times, guys, can you guys mind going to drop us, guy, da. You understand? Then things start from there, and then we see opportunities arising, and then.
So if let's say you leave on the same night with these particular girls, you go home, you go and sleep. That's a one night stand, eh? Then you don't communicate. Yeah, that's one night stand. It would be one night stand. Or you ask for each other's numbers, you phone each other a week later.
Yeah.
Then you meet up, you do the deed. It's still a one night stand.
Okay, you know what? I think we are missing a point here, Wayne. But you guys may agree with me on this one. I think the point that we're trying to ascertain here is that what this shows us, the number of these occurrences around the groove, potentials and whatnot, jonga and whatnot. A large number, we cannot run away from the fact that a large number of people are single.
Especially those who go to groove.
A large number of people are single. You remember that stats that we showed here of how many women there are, how many guys are working, how many in one of the episodes. If you go back, you remember that if you've seen all of the episodes. But you notice that a large number of people that are at a groove at a certain time, these are the people that are like laissez-faire kind of vibes, like, and I'll do what I want to do at a time I want to do it. It was you, Wayne, who said like, you said something like in one of the podcasts that at a groove, at a certain time, there's a certain time where you don't see Yama 2K. The thing is, it's their prime time. The banabantu and ababantu babo baya demanda or abantu babo banabapha imkanabo. Then whoever remains there at a groove, it's the single bodies. It's the people who are like, I'm not defined by a partner. This is just me. Then anything goes there. It's a good time for an opportunity, because I'm not imagining a case where like you're sitting at Seek Lounge at 4 a.m. in the morning. You're still there, and we are dollar. It's either uzabuya uyoxoxa apho uyoxoxa khona. But if you are relaxed right there, that just know that there's some red flag. Maybe you are in a long distance relationship or something like that. Then you are one of those people that are likely to meet someone and then go and have and finish off the groove.
But also, though, you will notice that most of our topics, we have referred them to topics which are related to into ezenzeka manje in this day and age, TikTok, WhatsApp that we live in. Most of what we discuss is things that really did not happen kudala with our forefathers.
Yeah.
It's into zamanje, and I was listening to actually one of the topics for podcast yesterday, and you kept mentioning the evolving of technology and the changes in lifestyle and how the world evolves, and things change. You said you should be worried if things don't change, and if you don't even change as a person. So for sure, things change, and with the past, things are changing. Some of us or some people get overtaken by the events of the world as it pushes to wherever it's going. And it's a lifestyle, I would say. To say I had a one night stand with somebody, it's a lifestyle. As much as when you do a one night stand probably 20 years ago, it was taboo. You would make sure you check. But these days, half the time, even the chick is probably even driving a car. You don't even have a car. That you actually in space. Somebody with a car. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, it's these people who say abanabantu and all that. It could be also abanabantu, but they're in a certain phase. Maybe there's issues in their relationships, and these days umuntu xa enama issues, then they think I'm going out, I'm gonna refresh. Ukubone abanye bathatha cigarette, somebody who doesn't even smoke who asked me for a cigarette. It's how the world is.
They escape issues. Yeah, see, lifestyle.
Now they escape issues and find themselves cockroach. And it doesn't end there. They find themselves in a bed that they don't know. And it's a one-night stand. So it starts from issues that they're having in a relationship. They think I'm going out to Diopola. And the guy, you see, whenever you have an issue with your woman, then you think, let me go my way, and you guys will look at your phones and say, he's gonna phone now. No, I need phone. It actually happened to me. I'll give you a scenario where it happened to me. I was Coco Mika, and I met this chick through Umaroro. I said, the finest chick there, Maroro, man. Then Maroro pursued. No, man, this is Wayne, this is my friend. Then the chick ended up saying, okay, no, it's fine. So from here, where are you guys going? Maroro says, no, we're going to my place, to Maroro's place. Then for sure, I cannot mention, but there's somebody who was DJing there, wanted to Maroro, and ended up giving us 100 rand. Guys, buy alcohol. Maroro bought 6 as an e-good. We went to Maroro's place. We chilled there.
DJs Nazo. I am lose my techa. And we need to do a podcast on DJs with this behavior of theirs.
Then this guy started phoning already. You know, when you are in a relationship and you start having issues with your woman, it's always the woman who is like checking on you. Where are you? And it's fun for a guy, for your woman to always check on you. Where are you? Because she's at home. She's because she's lonely. She's missing me. And even when the phone comes with you, but there's a point where she starts phoning. Bruh, you are done. When she stops phoning. So this is the situation that I'm heading to, because this girl tells me, nah, man, this guy, we are fair, but this guy's got girlfriends. So I'm from Bonis. From there, we drank Omaroro, then from there, we went home. The guy phoned the whole night when I was home. He phoned the whole night. If I need to at least answer him and say, Jani, I'm at home or I'm at a friend's place. No, the thing is, you want to speak to my friend. So no, let's just not answer the phone at all. Okay, well, we did not answer the phone. And then next thing she did Uber, she left. She found the guy waiting for her at work.
Workplace?
Yes, at workplace. Then the guy is asking, where were you? No, with this load shedding, La bengihleli kubo lawo ngihambe bengena-electricity so I had to go across. So I left my phone there. It was charging. I only got the phone this morning. No, oh, okay. Then I don't know now how no. Then the girl was so clever. She deleted my chats with her. It was, hi, baby, that was juicy. We were fine and all that. And she deleted all the chats we had. Then the guy said, can I see your phone? She said, there, you can see my phone. The guy went to that girl's chats with her best friend, who we were with Cockroach last night.
And they go to square ball. That is square ball. 3-dimension.
And the friend is asking, how about man, everything was rosy and all that. So well, it was the other one was a forced one night stand. Why? Because I wanted some more of that girl, but now.
But she was going through her things, and then she wanted just that one time.
The guy asked her to phone and tell me, "Mamela Puduga Pnun Fonel." The guy was there. I could hear him. Was there. Then now I'm thinking she's joking, like, what happened?
More. Plus number 2.
So, I think a day later, I even tried to text that chick. Hi. Then the guy, then there was a hi. Then Mamela, man, can I come through and see you? Then she says yes. And I said, okay, address. Then the guy took the phone and said, everyone did. The guy sent a voice note on that girl's phone. So I don't know. I wouldn't.
So it might have been the guy that was answering. That was answering the text. Yeah. Okay. Wait. I get your point. Your point is that sometimes people want to get over certain things, certain personal things, and then they end up unwinding using a one-night stand, and of which, they're getting back at their person.
Yeah, because they know.
Elsewhere.
Yeah.
This up and take care.
Because I'm normed and I cannot do anything because I'm normed. So what should I do? I want to do this. So boom, bang, you do it just for one night.
But you could have. It was a bit selfish because you could have caught crossfire between that. Ngendo, when you think you're lucky, but yeah, and then Lamdu wenza into zakhe ngendlela selfish because akakho emotionally available for wena Lamdu. All they want to do is to just do this thing. Then you just get a guy and just get a banging, and then after that, I fuck off, and then he fucks off. But wena ufuna uba ibhostike encamathela.
Where do we draw the line between a one-night stand and that woman you meet Kokoroof and she tells you, let's go and sleep, you pay me 400 rand? Lower one-night stand, you buy her drinks, then you go home, you sleep, then then there's this one who is buying her own drinks, then you go home, she says,
Yeah, escorter kind of.
What do you mean escort?
Like a Tengisa.
Yeah.
No, well, low Tengisa said business in. You cannot really call that a one-night stand because it doesn't end there. It can happen over and over, happy. And especially if you got money, you can just call her again for a booty call. And then
but
she comes over. It doesn't mean that there's no avoidance of each other between Wena and the prostitute. Whenever you have money and then you feel like going to purchase, a customer is always right. You're gonna go there and get what you want. But with the one night stand, it's just a once-off thing that must not be happening again. And there's no transaction in between there, financial transaction.
No, I want to buy alcohol.
Yes, you bought alcohol willingly. You were being social with the person. You were not just going to be a guy there and sit there and say, buy your own booze, and then I'll buy mine, and then hope to go and bang at the end of the day. You understand? Sometimes when you buy alcohol, it's different from Utsaigwa. Utsaigwa, we're going to have a topic on this term. I don't want to define it here. It's different. But when you are just marinating the social encounter by buying alcohol.
But you know, when I'm so, there are some people who actually go to Grove to go and hunt.
Yes. That's why I was saying a large number of those people that sit there, go Grove for so long, some of them, they are going to do exactly what you're saying, to go hunt.
From both sides. Women go and hunt.
Of course. And some of them are hunting for good, for long-term things.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there are some large number of saying, I'm going to go there and just get one thing with one guy, and then I don't want it to do anything. I'll tell you a story. This one time, it was 4 of us. So, just down the line from Kwa Ace, in the same street. So we are there having a good time. And Dalang was speaking over like 20 minutes. Sipa. Hey, Snini, get jive, groove, you bang, you're cool. Hey, this girl comes. Every time I try to dance, this girl comes and also jive a bit. Okay. Hey, and this girl to win. Don't you win a phone in you distract her.
Oh, yeah.
You see online app.
I got somebody who almost gave me a one night stand from my yep that night. We're saying hi.
Ooh la la. Yeah, okay, let's handle that a bit later. So Wayne, as I was saying, what happens is that this woman just blatantly says to me, look, she does not want a relationship. She does not want anything. She does not even want to know my name. And I didn't ask what I like, just out of the blue. She just went like that, spoke to me like that, and I'm like, she's like, yeah, I was like busy dancing there, and she comes dancing. She's like, I don't want a relationship. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want that. All I want is like just one night. We do this thing, or I just want even just a round, and then I'm off you. I'm off your case. Hey, it's taken me aback a little bit because she was bold. It was a very bold move from her side, and it made me scared because they asked me lokishini yakwazi utrechwa ngecherry, and then I couldn't relax there and get back. I'm like, hey, to be doing this thing. Okay, fine. I've got nothing against what she did, but I'm against the fact that I'm paranoid now. It could be a trap. For me, I need to look around. Side B, So I brushed this thing off, and I'm like, hey, Machita, no, man. We're gonna need to move not so long here. I'm panicking a little bit. That girl, she comes and talks to her Machita. I was hiding this thing. She talks to Machita. I can tell you, man, we tell you, iyanomena nje iyalandika amachita alacha and she's pushing herself in, but there are those kinds of things that happen. And then whereas she just really wanted, maybe she liked me, and then she wanted me to do a 1-2 quick, and then boom, we are done. I move off, she moves off, that's it.
To add on to that, Amachita won't understand, because I see you probably just brushed aside this fact. You can never be so sure when a woman approaches you and say like, hey man, and just like I feel like
Even if I want.
But you have to be very careful. There are women who are working in conjunction with criminals, finance chicks working with criminals, whereby a woman will approach you exactly the way Mzwe is mentioning. A woman approached him, and they mentioned, I want us to do this thing. Then when I Zoomchita, we always mention in our podcast, Zoomchita is always ready. I wonder, what? Free pussy? Oh, let's go and have it. But now, when you take this woman home, you do the deed. Boom, getting any call. Mamela put, we saw you driving a car, number plate, CY 304601. You went and parked at a house so with a woman onje othiwa Sibahle. Siyacela ke bafo umuntu wami and for le nto eyenzileyo sicela 20,000. When you thought it was just a one night stand.
Yeah.
And they tell you, Bafo, you need to prepare this money, we'll give you 2 days. If not, should be.
Yeah.
So
there are these things. So Machita, one night stand Mandi and all of these things in Nandi to get like played for free with no strings attached. But there may be strings attached. You need to look very carefully. Sometimes as bonagad and it's venomous. And yabona back in the day when I went up and started up lower main up at Ops. In a club, at the club where I was playing, something really there were things that happened there that I knew happened. I owner yapana ithanda ukuthi eksemajita club empty ngoku. So mzo khawuzame mfethu abantu from elokishini abafuna ukugroova. Kuthi owner ye club at the club
abantu in general.
Just general people abazogroova. Booze.
Females and males.
Yeah, uthe abantu nje xa ufuna iclub bena abantu because abantu baya kwiclub enabantu. So maybe that was the rationale. And then athi mna ke ndithathe athi ba organizele mabathathwe organize the transport, I'll pay for it. Organize abantu gcwalisa uquantum 16 people at least babe lapha bazosela for free. It's on me. The owner said, "Do you phone like mna ke cousin yami semfethu jonga man ngawukhangela abantu apho man abafuna ukugroova ubagcwalisele quantum yakho nizwakale apha elwameni clubini apha elwameni abafuna nje ukugroova nechomi zabo mabaze gcwalisa nje quantum wena xa ufika apha siyakhaya imali transport abantu nasekuseni xa uzobalanda uyobagodusa siyakhaya and usenohlala ushibe nawe ushibize nawe usele unwabe ube grand kanyani so all good fika abantu clubini bemnandi clubini club igcwale and immediately xa sekukho abantu eclubini bazihlisele cherry and what not basela for free bona abanye abantu bayazi eclubini igcwale club and then bemnandi ekuseni abantu phinga bakhwela ezilandikeni. But what I noticed from there, especially with females, but this is a compounded problem, and I want us to speak about light issues, because this one is a bit of a heavish kind of topic. Whereas you find these girls kwibheki zabo bazogcinisa apha emva ko-DJ mos. When u-DJ gciniswa apha emva ko-DJ. Umntu ebhekini yakhe upakishe i-toothbrush, upakishe i-paint, a fresh paint. Into kodwa no man ziyapha izinto kodwa nihleli uzagoduka ekuseni. No, women they prepare themselves. Kula bag yakhe une-paint efresh, une-toothbrush, unentoni, so that in case angabuyeli endlini kowabo. Then Anna is prepared not to go back home. Uprepare uyolala phi? Guys flat, but now eventually a case happened. After some time, that this is a separate incident. But what I was trying to emphasize there was the fact that people prepare themselves not to come back home, especially women. I'm sorry if this doesn't go Lumeza, but this is how I've noticed it.
Yeah, men.
And obviously, if men also maybe now they prepare themselves to go with someone to their houses. I don't know. Yeah, so that we balance this over. This one time, the club in a double story mos. And you see start to go or I say ballet. Atimzo. Yay, nasiska. Atuzijonga kwamachera azawuhlapha kwizitezi ngoku. Ndihlale phana ndiyadijeya pha ndijonge pha ndiwabone na amachera ayi-4 ehle kwizitezi afika ame phaa eca kwe-dance floor nje anehuma ayi-4 ndijonge ugugu athi uthi gugu ayikho manje lento bomisa yona magogo. Not so long kuhla amajita 3. Majita 3 from Niger. Amajita Nigerian, 3 Nigerian guys. They are like born again now. Oh, kwanjwa nabo mana abantwana. Oh, okay. Dithi na kugugu. Ozanibona ifani mosapha. Athi no. Cala bevile pha kuthethwa pha phezulu gugu. Ibekhe because ibhasi yethu umuntu obekhe wakubha phezulu. Where mhlawumbe ngco. So not so long to come lamajita e1 lamajita ihambe countering pha kugugu ithenge carry bag eSavannah. Ize ngala carry bag eSavannah inikwe omnye umntana apha kwabantwana. John Pressure ke ngoku is between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. Iclub yavala ngo4. Hey, wait now le phone yakho man concentrate phone. And so lo mntana le ntombazana lena kuthathwe lomjita lo mye countering wathatha iSavannah wazonika omnye walamachiri. Banikwa la Savannah la mntasi.
Sorry. Lamachita za Niger.
I3.
Bahambe by countering.
One of the guys went to the counter wabuya wanika one of the girls. He carried back eSavannah. 3 of the girls. Mind you abantwana beze bodwa. 3 of the girls at lamachita okay. Yeah, masambe. So le cherry lena yashiywa pe club B.
So there were 4.
Kalobe by 4 abantwana machita my 3 so lamachita no winner la cherry 3. Yeah. So
washela lo yi1 ne carry bag.
Washiya lo yi1. Bethi mhlambe amajita they were feeling bad ukuthi awafuna umshiya but at least bangabe nento sela while share up club. So fine, abba winiwe, they move off or out of the club. Fine. Hey, Pelani, 5 minutes later, one of the girls ophumileyo of the girls ohambela lamajita apparently uphume emotweni wabuya wathi mabamlinde kancinci ungena apha phakathi athi kule ntombazana kule ihleli pha isheke pha athi chomi hayi man ingathi asiyolala ncambe sicimba kuyolalwa phana nawe bafana kagoduko. It looks like siyahamba siya kwenye iclub town yabo. So bengicela ungiboleka amacici wami. Athomi yakho bengicela ungiboleka amacici manje uzoba mhle pha kanti andithi wena ushekile mos ushiyiwe apha so ndiboleka amacici wami ndondondondoni. Ndibona le cherry le pissed off hayi kuphela amacici imnike lo thathe lo emke lo eqala uhambe ngathi athi omnye chomi ngicela usondele azi athi lo ngicela unike itop yami athi omnye hayi boss ubafani why uzofuna itop yami ndikunikile amacici wakho wathathile so ndicela itop yami back athi omnye hayi bo sobafani zenza kanjani ndithini ke ngoku ndithini hayi machiri ayanyuka altercation atomi aha lento ithengwe kwa Ackermans kwathi ke bakubamba mntana wathatha la saskipa sikhazula inantsika ibra fundi ibra yekwalinga yaqala ifight balwa abantwana bambana ngenwele besilo abanye ibouncer busy lento lamajita axebuye sithi uyasilibazisa
gawani babuya
lamajita uyasilibazisa xa uzojonga abantwana baphethe bambene ngezandla inantsika ibouncers imantsantsa apha angena lamajita athi azama unqanda abona ba le fight too much adla phansi lamachiri awashiya bonke uma4 pha lamachiri abona shiya bonke pha busy beqanda
no more one night stand
for one kwemkiwa but to tie this back to this is that that's why this is a bit of a serious matter where people feel like ukungawinwa kukho lento kuthiwa kuwinwa bayibiza uwinwa amachere but it's still the same one extent ulando yongawinwa ikwenza ngathi ufilishe bad okanye wena xa uwiniwe ufilishe good. You are the in thing, but you are going to be banged for just one night.
You are very right. In my research, before we started this podcast, I would always go around places when I meet women. I just have a bit of dialogue with them to understand certain factors about women that we don't just get from the streets, but you need to get from having dialogue with them. Women actually feel bad when they're at groove. And nobody pass a comment or same, as much as it might feel it is, I don't know what term they would call it, but certain women don't like it when men do that. But groove, women actually like that. When a guy is women get such things from men each and every time they groove, and they like it. It's not necessarily that they're gonna say yes, okay, I'm ready, masamben. Or
sometimes they have full then they feel good about themselves.
Yes, then now you show me, even if the guy is some finest guy, but still the fact that they feel good about it.
Yeah, that's it.
But another thing, I wanted to ask another thing. Ukuwina, it's a term that we only use today in the Western Cape. If you go up Gauteng, Northwest, Limpopo, they don't know Ukuwina. I tried to use it there. Ukuwina, it's here.
Yeah, it's localized.
It's only here. I wonder about Goe, Josie. I don't know what they call it, but Ukuwina no Goa in Doyala. So, where I'm going with this is that, is there a difference Ukuwina in a one-night stand?
There's necessarily no difference. But Ukuwina is kakhulu iterm esetshenziswa, especially isetshenziswa ngama-chair kakhulu.
Define it for people who don't know Ukuwina.
Ukuwina is umjida, but we hardly use that thing. Amachair athetha ngumwino isikakhulu. I think it's a term that is more appealing kubo. And then winner is exactly a one night stand where like uhambe useklabhini, then you ended up in someone else's ebhedini yomnye umuntu, then uwiniwe.
And at the time that person you might not even be knowing each other.
Yeah, you might not even be knowing each other. Even as I said, you might not even be knowing igama lomnye.
Or she might even leave without even knowing the name at times.
Yeah.
Then umwinile umntu. And I think the umwinile comes from winning lotto, winning jackpot.
You took your chance and you won.
Yeah, you took a chance and you win umntu. Then in the process of umwina, I'm convinced that when masambe so lala, yaba a one night stand. So there's a relation with winner and a one night stand. Yeah, so now Lala, Nwinene had a one night stand.
I think I briefly touched on it whereas amachita athanda uhosta ilandika i-sit in. Kwe-sit in parties ufumaniseka i-scale samajita namachera asibhalansanga mhlambi amachera maninzi amajita ambalwa ufika amajita efonelana esemzoniphi mfethu yo kwabantwana apha tontontonton kuyatekselwana zwakalani majita kwabantwana abagrand apha tontontonton then boom niyapha but la majita alungiselela isiqusa wayabona uba apha suzuwina if abantwana inumber yabo is not balanced because bakaziwinwa bazaba
they'll get the issue. Yes. Man, I scored again. Guys, mna nomdana ke mna.
Okay, imele dika apha ni cozy ekoneni ntontontonton yabantu kind of.
Albazi nobazi abafana. You see, when you meet a group of women, have you ever checked out that women are never always the same? There's this one who's got the finest body, then there's this one, man, Jan. Then when men have a problem of always trying to approach that one who's got the finest. So don't do that. Because law is tired, sick and tired of men only approaching a friend everywhere they go. And she knows. My friend is the finest body, finest everything. It's fine. And who's like, man, then this one, so try. the thing you're supposed to do is to approach that one. Oh, that good, no, fine, approach it and tell you, man, guys, what are you doing? Buy alcohol. That one, then the friends are like, Johnny, those friends who are fine, yes, then automatically these ones will cross over to this side. I wanted to say something, man, about this story that you were talking about. Yoguti, Amachita would do a sit-in. Sit-in has become a bit popular these days. It was
it's another,
Maybe also because of crime, also maybe in the Western Cape because of weather.
I think it became popular just after COVID. Yeah, because of COVID.
So sit-in, I don't know if everybody understands the sit-in in a situation whereby we sitting maybe Wamzo or Wami,
hosting.
and we hosting. We buy enough alcohol, bottles in Palwa. Then we're sitting in the house. We drink, we play music. That's a sit-in. Then probably you met these 2 chicks last week, wherever you phone them, then they end up saying, no, but it's happened. You can wait. Then they're now 3 and you are 2. Then you need a bit of a support from somebody else. But why were you mentioning that? Well, it can also come as one night stand.
Because there's a whole lot of one night standing happening around these sit-ins. Because Lena is set up, Kumbula is not so random. And kayingekho so random like eGroovini kulula babantu bakhawuleze bazane amagama, and then abantu they like to allocate amajita. If ubiza mna in your at your space, you have already chosen what you want, who you want to be close to, and then as soon as I get in there, I will know it. Which Ochile Wayne is like you can do anything with the rest of them. Bomba Mountain.
But have you ever been in a situation
when you are easing the pressure on yourself so that you increase your chances of having a one night stand?
Have you ever been in a situation where after the statement was on the way, after calling you, he's on joiner and give me support and we're gonna do the sitting thing, and now I'm thinking my eyes on that one. Do you know what you're called to a figure, and this particular one that I'm eyeing on starts eyeing you. And she won't mention it because probably I have more money than you and I'm performing. I came in with pizza and I'm telling nice stories. But signs will show you, man. Maybe if Zo just says something, then she and the eye contact, I was like, eye contact. I went. Hey, I'll tell you something that happened at Kokomika this one time. This one other friend of mine. Umashesha goes. Armashesha goes and sees this other chick there, and then he goes there. I'm like, Mashesha, it's got a fine ass one. Mashesha saw that chick, approached, boom. Yeah, he's there. He's sitting there now with that chick, laughing and all of that. That jail on the way up. It's fine. We just groove as normal, and then we do whatever. I play my set, and then it's all good. All a beautiful Sunday chillers, Kokomika. Fine, and then we leave. And then later on that night we leave, go back home and stuff, and to our respective places. Life goes on. And where's Mashesha in the final scene?
No. That chick was left there. I don't know. The place went crazy full later on, and then I didn't.
And you didn't see Mashesha. You didn't see.
No, Mashesha was there, but she was there with us. We left all together. Hey, only a few months later, and I'm like, I see that fine ass chick that Mashesha was talking to, and I'm like, man, Mashesha, I saw that chick. Don't. It's like Mashesha, sugar. Damdana doan, dayapa, and Mogola Naya Paisdal. Tani Bufika pa, Abuzwa, Kubanoa, Buza, mna. Did you watching that Damzusela, what Mandimnike, Mandi, Man, which I told him that in the city. makathatha inamba yami uMashesha ayise pha okanye lo mntana anike lo mntana inamba yami. uMashesha uthi ndathi sifutsak soze ndenze nokaka. Lo mntana bendiye pha ndiyomfuna yena ufuna wena ufuna enye etshomi zam ndathi okay nashamza yenza xa ndifika apha emajiteni afika ndazulisa zandenze lo shit ndamshiya pha. So it happens loo nto leyo wena when
where's in this particular incident when you are hosting, then you call for backup. When you call for backup, then on one of your backup line, there is one that your hosts prefer more than you. Bro, you are in shit.
Yeah.
Why? Because
you're not going to enjoy your own hosting.
I'm telling you now. The environment just now starts to turn ugly. You see, you can feel it, man. You know. There's a time where you can feel I'm in control. Then I'm no longer in control here. Or at times don't have friends who have got too much money than you have, so it's very dangerous. Like Mchita with his finest car and nice chains, and he gets there, you are busy
such.
Drinking your Belgrade. He comes with 2 Hennessy's.
And you still think you're gonna stand any chance there? No.
And when you are saying, I'm so lala, I was thinking city man, town. Do you guys mind? Girl, you know most girls.
That guy teaching you 10 mil.
Okay, baby. Because of this guy that you brought when as backup material, and he takes over the reins.
You know this thing when I win. Amacheri ayibalele kuqala kunathi. That's why the reason amacheri icheri fine as chick. If friends zabo, they make sure ukuthi friends zabo they are not finer than her. They don't stand the competition, so that they retain the power of being approached.
Is it the same with Amachita?
No, Amachita, where they fail it, what we fail, Tina, is that when you are hosting that sit-in, you need to invite Amachita that are not going to give you competition. Unless you've already established your thing with this person that you want to be with. Otherwise, you stand a chance to lose. Now you are inviting so and so who's a millionaire, of inviting that guy who's that. Then it becomes you are creating an undue competition now for yourself.
But at times, so when you're hosting, you might need guys who are millionaires to back you up financially as well. But it's a dangerous.
It's a very dangerous one.
Because
you can't say. You remember in every circle of 5 chicks, there will be one who's very fine ass, and then the other ones are runners up, second princesses, and then kubeko ke ngoku is Gadav ke ngoku. They the ones that hold the force, that are there by just personality, and then you are trying to tell me that when you are going to invite these five women, and then when you take the cream of the crop, and then you invite a millionaire guy, you expect him to take any consolation prize, whereas he's got money. Then you got your wires twisted.
Half the time he doesn't even have to say much. It's just his presence.
It's just he won't even say anything. He won't even say anything.
He'll just park his car outside.
That's the thing.
He'll park his car outside.
That's the thing. You need to A-lister. Or even the finance one that is here, where now that you want. He's not fine as to this guy. He's used to something else. Even beyond what the scope of what you have. He's like, nah, these chicks. These chicks are too ghetto and stuff. Maybe he's used to snobbish women. Who knows? But it becomes easier. This wine night standing kind of vibe. It becomes easier with guys. Remember, as mentioned that thing that women, they want to. There was this other trending video of this girl who was talking on a cell phone saying that, and there's no one DP guys.
I saw that one. Apparently, Lamdana is originally from Eastern Cape, but based in Johannesburg. I remember that.
Is that not in Cape Town? I thought it was here somewhere in Parkland or something.
but originally they say she's from Johannesburg. She was sitting on a balcony at some point.
She was at a balcony because she found herself there.
Yeah.
She was, at the time, she was going with her boyfriend.
Then the next video now, she's saying, she's visualizing this China. Oh, I mean, I left China. I don't even know where I am. No.
Do you see?
Yeah.
There are those people that are saying, this is my lifestyle. You remember when I was telling that story about a handbag, a woman's handbag that's got a face towel, a toothbrush, a couple of panties and tampons and all sorts of stuff, maybe condoms. But these women, they don't mind this thing, because these men, when a woman goes and sleeps to a guy for the very first time, a guy is the most perfect host because he does not want anything to slip off. He wants to be perfect. He wants to do it when he has money. There has never been in history of any man where a guy invites a woman to his place when he does not have money. You only want to invite a person when you have money as a guy. Sometimes you avoid a chick. A chick wants to come to your place. You're like, nah, I'm low on cash. And then because what you want to do is you want to make sure that they are treated well, they eat well, everything is on point, they do whatever that they want to do. Nowadays, I had a comment on Facebook, somebody saying, you know what? I feel lost. Utagela endlini engena Wi-Fi.
Does she have Wi-Fi at her place?
It beats me. I don't know. But the standards are becoming higher now.
No.
So it means that Wayne has risen the standards. The chick goes to Wayne, go breakfast at McDonald's, a meal in KFC, later pizza, McDonald's, or maybe going to eat out. And then later on, they move to a groove, and whatnot. This is, he's splashing money on this woman. He's making this woman have a time of her life. And then, obviously that is still part of that honeymoon phase. If this will lead to a relationship, it's not going to happen all the time. There'll be time where we need to face reality. But there's a rise of a large number of women that say, no, that once off time is good for me. I go to a club, I'm going to win. I know Wayne is gonna do the finest things. Next time when I go to a club, I see a guy, I look at him from up down, look at the belt, look at the shoes, whatever those women were saying here. I'm like, I think I'm good here. I'm off. I can go and have a night there. And then our economy does not help in situations, because a chick is staying at home with siblings, and then they become of age of your jola and whatnot. And then they're like, you know what? I get treated better when I'm at a boyfriend. Than at home. At home, I sleep with my two sisters. The other one is younger. We are Kama. The other one is Darada. And then escape Izando. Let me be one. Then Bastrata.
I tend to blame Amajita for how the world has turned, looking at how women have just started to have this type of behavior all of a sudden in the recent years. It's us, Amajita, when we approach them and we tell them the sweet nothings. You see, there was a term that used to say, men lie because women want to hear nice things, so men have to lie. Well, the problem just starts now when the truth comes out, because somewhere the truth has to come out.
Yes,
because you need to lie to a woman, and when we say a lie, it's not necessarily telling them that no, this is a temple watch and it's not a temple watch. No, it's purporting to be this Mzo who stays here and I own this place and I earn so much.
You project yourself higher than
you see
the actuality.
And now you put yourself in situations just because you want to tap. You see. So like, you see, I stay in a hood where we have students from UWC, CPUT. There's a place called Kwakeni. They come and chill there. We drink a black label with them. But I see the same women now when I meet them in town here. They're drinking ice droppers. You see? But we share black label. Back in the years when I used to drink black label,
Yeah.
we've got that little Makaladi glass. We share that little Makaladi glass drinking a black label. We're good. But now, in the black label in my hood is like 15 rand. Because black label is, that's our food. I stay in a colored hood, most.
Yeah.
But you see now, you meet the chick now, these places in town, they're drinking ice drop. Ice drop is 100 rand.
Just a dump.
Just a dumping. Meaning you can actually get 5 or 6 ngundus of black label. But they elevate themselves to rather drink one and hold it for a certain period of time.
A guy is going to come and maintain that standard. You had women here. We had women here in this couch not so long ago. They were saying, if you can't play with the big boys, if you pee like a puppy, you can't go with the big dogs. So what you need to do is you need to elevate your standard. And also remember, Machita, I'm going to say this. This is a world of great pretense. And I said it. Even the guy that acts so big that he's got a lot of money, he's just gonna blow like 8K in just one night to impress one woman so that he taps it. After that, he goes Mashonisa and does it a patch, a pilu patch work. Everyone,
I'm telling you.
This has happened when we were even students. We would go and buy 5 liters of wine, so that it's a club beans, your seller good. Everyone has got that low moment where like we know that the cost of living is too high. But when it is me, I know how to sacrifice for myself. But now, when I'm going to host someone, I need to pull up the big guns, even if I don't have. There was a time when I was at Res, I took a monitor, I took my computer monitor and I went to sell it to Cash Crusaders. Because I had hosted someone, but now that person was about to leave and I needed to give them mali or something. Now like I can't say I'm low on cash here. Took the monitor, went to Cash Crusaders, I got ripped off there. That monitor was about $800. I got given
200.
I got given 300.
Yeah.
I think it was very new, brand new, but I took it. But now, unfortunately, this person missed the bus. Now they must come to my place and watch movies. That same computer, but the monitor is not there. I can't allow them in my house now because it's a very shameful situation. But to cut it short is even what you're saying about these ones that drinking gudupa, they go and drink ice tropeng ngapha elandikele and drinking Hennessy ngapha VSOPs. Kodwa ngapha iViceroy nomamboy bayisela ngapha. We all live like that. Let's put it out there and stop pretending with each other. We are all great pretenders, but it's all good because it makes us feel good about ourselves. It makes us reach other standards. If I go to Yep now, I cough up a bill and some people run away from bills. At times, akaiwin na lecheri imkile yakuwin kodwa sespende kangaka ibill ithi aqomba makahle phansi abalele because he didn't get what he wanted to get. But we are a world of great pretenders, and then a pretender of drinking ice trope, and then now I act like I'm big, I've got money, two pretenders meeting, and then the other one is maintaining the other one's standards. The other one is ukumsha too much, and that's a snob, so that I keep dishing this money. We are all acting here. This is a stage. But eventually we'll get to reality. But all in the name of having that one night stand.
Oh, are we still? I wanted actually to cut you off. Are we still on one night stand, or you're now going astray? But I wanted to. I'm still on one night stand. But have you ever come across a situation where now it was a one night stand, but people now boom? My ex-girlfriend was a one night stand.
Don't mention her name.
I won't mention her name. Do you know, it's so funny, Mzo. This is probably episode 10. I've never mentioned about her. It's so surprising. Why? Because one
Oh, is that the one?
That's the one. So that means I'm strong, because there were times I could not go and discuss things and not mention how much she is. But yeah, man,
you've done well. A lot of guys put a bullet and then just end it.
I'm sure, damn guys, man, oh fuck, man, and funny enough, I actually met her yesterday for the first time in about 7 months or so. I met her yesterday, and how did I bring her into this?
No, you wanted to talk about the Indian.
Oh, you see,
yeah. It started, but you said it started by being a one-night stand.
Let me tell the story.
You said it started by being
it was a one-night stand.
But a lot of relationships start by being a one-night stand, kind of, and then until, because it's cause city or you need to test.
You need to have a test run. Yeah,
test
drive.
That was that test run of some kind.
I've had in recent years, probably in the past 10 years, had one serious relationship. Those who know me know this particular relationship that I'm talking about. I can't mention names. Don't put a picture of the person. Those who know me.
Shades.
I'm surprised that in the 10 episodes, I've never said anything close to my relationship, because that relationship was, bruh, SAPs, cults, and everything. But okay, we got to be good. But
hardy, buddy, hardy.
I was not driving.
You'll be strong.
I was not driving that time. So I was in my GE's car. We're driving. You know, when I'm Kokomika from that entrance, as if you're going out. Leave Kokomika this way, and you're going out as if you're going
towards the rent office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you turn left. Then there's a little shortcut there. So I was coming from that road. Then I saw her walking. I'm still going to Kokomika. I was just trying to describe how and where the road is from Kokomika. So at this point, I'm coming with my friend. We're driving.
Going towards Kokomika.
Yes. So from which road? From Kwakor, that road.
You want it was the Damarisк road. We'll put a map. I'll put a map.
Okay.
The Damarisк road where you came from Gold and then you were about to
So she was walking with a friend in front of us. Boom, I'm a light. So I flash, I'm a light. Oh man. And I saw a finance chick, like finance from this one's got a bright future. So we stopped the car
behind her.
Yeah. Just next.
Where's this bright future behind her?
Yeah, it was right behind her. So we stopped the car and boom, I looked at her. It was in the dark. I said, Kunjan, her friend was not that finance though, but she was nothing close to finance. I said, Unjani, then she didn't really want to stop. But she says, I'm gonna school me. No. In this road, I think you guys near Paplandao. If you're going there, you just Manapa. Okay, in Zan Quelle, get Sindiki lift at the advance. Where's my friend was driving advance? Zafik advance. What come and end up by advance, man?
Yeah, any story advance.
Where's the teeth and all that? If you guys are serious, so Tibanapa. Hey, bruh, we drove. We got to Kokomika. When we got there, I was in the queue in Giatenga. Man said to Tenga, man sit begging. Sefigili ngiyambona pha ngithi hi sis, you remember me? I said, no, the same guy who stopped the car at that place. Oh, okay, it's you. So where are you guys sitting? No, we haven't even decided where to sit, but we're just gonna buy. Then it was taller man, Papa got no, I'm gonna clean that day. Oh, okay. But the queue was so long. Okay, no, it's fine. You'll find me somewhere very close to the DJ. And then I went there and sit. She comes in, just the first table after the DJ. I see her. She was a regular, I think, back then, that time. We are Bulisa Mangani. Then I went and, hey, okay, so you finally gonna sit here? Yeah, I'm finally gonna sit here. Okay. Okay, so what's your name? This is my name. And I'm trying. But she was too fine. So even talking to her was shaking me.
Were you seeing someone at the time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Was she seeing
Well, I was
someone?
actually staying in Joburg at the time and I moved here.
Okay.
And I was fresh. I was staying here, moved to Joburg, then came back.
Okay.
So I was actually fresh. Yeah, nah. She was seeing some guy. And I don't know what was happening with that, but she was sort of seeing, because when we started this thing of ours, there's a guy who kept on falling for the first 3 weeks. And while look, so there was some guy talking about Boo or something. Some guy yeah. I don't know if he's still alive. But I went to her and I gave her my phone. Please put your number. Then she dropped my phone. Wow! My phone and there's a crack on the screen while I'm trying to give her while she's trying to put her number. She apologized. I picked my phone. Okay. I was using a Hisense that time. No highway.
So she wanted to be sexually apologetic about it.
You see, she mentions that at times. She used to mention that in a laughing manner. I just broke this guy's phone. So
I can't repay it.
Yeah.
There's only one way.
Yeah. So, okay, we talked. The night pushed as usual. Komika closes early. They closed. Then, when we were about to leave, I met her at the door, at the gate. Then I said, send her back. Yeah, says okay. Don't you guys want to do an after party thing set up? Then she says, I don't know. See parking. Oh no, I'm not the one who's driving. So I asked my guy who's driving, what is he flexible with? Then he says, oh, okay. I thought it was a killer, bro. So she gave me a jacket. No,
she smelled the jacket.
Brad, watch her walk away, going back to the bathroom. And I'm holding the jacket. Then she left. She went to the bathroom. Then my G and I actually forgot another part. This G I was with, he was busy with this Amanyama 2000. I think because this chick of mine, she's a 90s chick, 80s, 90s, late 87 or so. I was busy with the man 2000. I didn't know. Bruh, I think my heart is here on this ship. For sure, on that night, I kept pushing and ended up pushing and being with this other 2000 he was with. Then he found me holding a jacket, standing at the door. He says, "No, I'm a 2000, my son, man." He said, "No, Buddha. I got this jacket."
Chamber.
Yes, for sure. This chick came, okay, I think she's, no, we cannot do Kaidisha. He's not good with Kaidisha. My sense is powerful. I'm thinking, is this one going to say powerful? It's fine. I boy again, my mail is my son say powerful. Okay, it's fine. Something say powerful. But I got it. I can see the engine from changing outfit because she was wearing a dress. Like a with track bottom and some sneakers. If she's powerful. Once she got up, the way, may I please use the bathroom? What? I just wanted to go and check what's happening in the house. Now she was saying in a setup, just a 1-bedroom setup. So everything went in there in the bathroom. I did pee. The puma samp. So like I was dressed also like this. Like this is my outfit from work. I was also dressed like this. That way, no. Can I also pass
your place?
I need to relax and wear a t-shirt and all that. I go to my place, same place I stay. I've stayed in that place for 14 years now. We got the class parking motor ngaphandle. Athi it's got up. Ashway.
It's your place. She wants to check out your place.
She wants to check out my place. It was later revealed in the years that I wanted to see. But already for some reason, I don't know, man. Already from the time we were living in Kokomika, she was already feeling I got some vibe with this guy.
Yeah.
Then we got in there, she quickly went in the bathroom. That's about right. We went to this club called Club 7. We got our Nigerian brothers are a lot there. We drank, Sabah goat. We came back home. We got home. Bruh, do you know, as a man at times when a woman is too fine, you are afraid to rush things because you are afraid to get rejection. Because when you get rejection,
True.
Now,
You don't want to diminish your chances.
yes, you don't want to diminish your chances, so you want to be that fine, like that man who's got umuntu man alright, umuntu one principles.
Yeah.
So that's how I was. It later got revealed that in the years that, for some reason she was wet. Like, I like this guy. This guy has to be inside me. We heard it.
Ooh la la.
So there's a term that they usually use. One thing led to the other. That's the term I should use. One thing led to the other. But it was on that one night, and it became a one-night stand. And we found each other the next day. We had an issue next day, but we ended up dating for like 6 years.
But why do you qualify it as a one-night stand that first time?
I didn't know this person. She slept at my house and we had sex.
But did you guys share numbers and share?
We did.
Everything. So we can't say it's really a one-night stand. Because a one-night stand, it means that you guys are off from each other. Zarada.
But I think there's also an element about you didn't know each other and you went to sleep together.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There should be some supporting factors about you don't know this person and you decided to be in their pants and they agreed without knowledge of where I am from and who I am, if I'm married, if I'm gonna want you tomorrow, but still agree.
I see.
When it says one night.
I get you.
So this is how this story still is valid to also get it.
And also, I think a one night stand also, I think another thing that we didn't reveal after so long, which is very important about a one night stand, is that this happened on the very first meeting.
Yes.
You guys end up in bed on that very first meeting.
Yes. We forgot to mention that.
We didn't mention that. So that's why now I think you helped me, because when you explained this now.
I tried to bring it up when I said if you meet Kokrov Namhlanje and exchange numbers and meet a week later and sleep and not meet again, is that still a one night stand?
No, loosely it's not. It's not really a one night stand. Because it means that you guys consciously took a decision.
Oh yeah.
There's that premeditation. This is a premeditated decision that we should meet, we should do this. This was a tryout. Your one with the lady was a one night stand because you guys slept on that very first night. On that very first day that you guys met, and then you slept, and then
Though at times we tried to play around with technology and say, no, we actually slept on the wee hours of the next day, so it was not really the first day. It was on the next day, but because we got home at 4 a.m. But it happened on the very first night. So one night stand. Then
and so but it can happen that sometimes that very first time you guys find a quiet corner, you guys kiss, and then you finger and whatnot and touch each other's dondons, but don't actually do the do. Is that still a one night stand? Because now it initiated that potential that, hey, we could have done it, then we move off.
It was fair,
Hey, poor thing. Yeah, he always catches me there. He always catches me, but then I think
I don't know. Well, it was fair, but then they want to call it a name.
They want to name it,
Yeah. Okay. Friends with benefits. But I want to fair.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
No strings attached.
No strings attached. Let's try to Masi's song away, and then maybe let's take a few more moments to sort of like sum up, conclude our topic, and then what are your last statements about it? Are you up for one night stand? Is it something that you foresee it stopping anytime soon now that people have watched this podcast, or people are going to be conscious about it?
I mentioned partly, I remember some minutes back that most of our topics is events that are happening to people's lives in this day and age that we live, which we have sat down and thought, or listed. You know what? We've got a list of these topics, about, I don't know, 20 something of them that we're still gonna cover. And these topics that we think Abantu are going through phases because of situations that come up with in their lives, whether be it because of the economy, whether be it because of or whether be it because of events that are now happening in life. Now you find somebody going out and they find themselves waking up with somebody that they don't know, but well, they had sex, some of them even without protection. Some of them not even knowing each other's names. And to soften it and make it sexy, they say, "Nah, I just had a one night stand with this guy." No, you go favor, look, but we call it we just had a one night stand. So then you elevate it and say it's no strings attached. But as Mzo was saying, in summary, abantu bayagowa man Mzo, and at times people don't want to commit. If you check off late, people are afraid to commit. Why? Because once you commit, you have responsibilities, because you've committed and said, this is my loved one. And when you commit and say you got a loved one, eventually you have to engage them, you have to shut, and people are so skeptical to commit, and you know, so people create these terms where they don't really have to be so much committed. And it was in the blame machita cool. Why? Because machita, they're quick to jump in anything relationship wise where it's no strings attached. Why? Because wherever there's no commitment, where they just smash and leave, each and every man in this world, they've got the comfort of accommodating themselves in such a relationship. Why? Because there is some other nigger there who has to take care of all the shit a woman's life is supposed to be, as they are designed. But he smashes and he finds themselves no strings attached, one night stand, fat and say, but there's some other guy who is busy preparing. I have to be with this woman sometime in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that Wayne is a little bit on the judgmental side of this, because we cannot say why night stands. There are some people that cannot hold on to a relationship for various reasons, and now that person still has got desires, has got warm blood running through them. Therefore, they need to have a banging. But sometimes people, they know that I'm no good for a relationship, but still I want this thing. Their only survival or their only way getting around satisfaction to their desires is through one night stands. Who knows? Maybe somebody knows that, you know what, I'm not good for a relationship because I know that maybe I've got personality issues, I got growing up issues, I got that other issue, but I still need the banging. So as long as it happens, that means that it benefits someone out there. I don't want us to be too harsh on people that are doing it simply because of our own beliefs. Because sometimes my beliefs are not your beliefs, and abantu are becoming more conscious and more loose now. We are not being too serious about things that we are not supposed to be serious about.
So another thing is, imali constitutes now to most of these day-to-day issues that we're having today. Maybe because on a one-night stand, I had so much, or maybe Menpeile on that particular day, I met a finest chick, the splashy man. You know, as a man, when you meet a woman, you can see this woman is not in my league. But you can go out of your way to impress them, then you get into their pants. But now, when you do that, you have set a certain bar, and you need to either keep up on that bar, or you need to
go back to your default standard.
Yeah. So after the one night stand, that's when you find, Let me go back into my boots.
Because that's not working for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can't really say it's sometimes there are people that called these days people are getting very complicated. These days we have people that are called swingers. In Josie,
What are swingers?
This other friend of mine, estranged friend of mine, they went with other colleagues of mine. We used to do field works around the country. So they went to Durban. And then when they came back for that week, 2 weeks they were there, she was telling me that, yo, you know what? We went to a swingers club. At a swingers club, it's like everybody that goes there is going to bang whoever that they meet there. They meet at that club. When that club is only attended to by people that know that I'm going to swing with everyone. Everyone who goes into the club, they're like, sign, yeah. There are rooms around. She apparently says there are rooms where like that can occupy. You can see people coming out of a certain room there. They go bang,
I need to go to swing.
There's that swingers club there. I don't know. I've never been there. I've heard of it from that colleague of mine that they went there with these. I don't want to mention their names. You guys know if they know themselves, but you guys won't know it because it was mentioned to me. But we get such. Some people are tired of these requirements and all of these red tapes and the rules and the manuals that they need to go about living their lives. Remember, we don't all know our purposes around here. And then we all pick baskets that fit ourselves. You pick certain rules and take them off. You pick certain rules and put them on because they work for you. And sometimes most of those rules, they come from your upbringing and where you are raised, where you're raised in church, where you're not raised in church, where you're raised by drunk parents, and then where you had to find your own way around life. But we don't know. So by saying so, I don't want us to say we got the complication of humanity is the fact that people even have such things as swingers clubs. Then where like people go and fuck like rabbits with no commitment, with no attachment. As much as Tina, we are still tabooing type of your one night stand as if it's too much. How much more a place where like you're going to sit there, have a few beers, you feel horny, and
it's not even guaranteed that they'll use protection. Yes.
You swing with someone. And the swingers, in that swingers club, you are not paying anyone. Everyone is going there for the same purpose.
That's where I wanted to find out.
No, there's no payment. You don't pay anything.
But how do I qualify? Can I fly down to Joburg now and walk into swingers? To Durban and walk into swingers?
Yeah.
Without some criteria of, isn't there some? Don't they have to assess me first?
No. We are the people that go there are all adults. They can consent to whatever. If you are under a certain age, you cannot go there.
Away from 2000 then.
Well, possibly. I don't know. Never been there. So people go there and they'll feel lusty people. It's a club for lusty people that feel like, no, this is how we want to do things. That's why I really emphasize this thing of saying humanity is becoming very complex. There's also another one. Kutwa umdu une love for your objects. There was another one who married to that. You don't know like Paris in a shape. Eiffel Tower or something.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, somebody went there to marry that thing. This people are become very complex because our consciousness is pushed beyond limits, and then the rules, the societal rules. The more we leave a certain age, and then another age reveals other things about ourselves as humanity, because our consciousness is becoming expanded to other heights. Who the fuck marries an object? I'm gonna get married to this mic.
The way things
I love it so much.
I think it's just that probably 100 years from today we'll all be dead. But if we are to be woken up and find out what will be happening in this world, it will be a shock. Maybe that time, even for you to date person X, there's need for them to have a transfer letter from this other person they were dating. But why did you leave? So that I remember that those girls go to my house and stole my phone. This is the stuff that I'm going to be telling.
In the future.
Yeah, you don't have a clean record. Or you need to give 5 stars or something, like what Uber is doing. When you leave a relationship to another relationship, maybe there's a chip here. When I tap your chip, I can see your chip has been involved with Mzo. Then I check Mzo. Then I check Mzo. Then I get rating cars nazo.
By rating. Then you have a rating.
Yeah. Then if the rating is so bad, then somehow we have to get a form of contract show agreement where maybe I would say, no, South Jordan 3 months paid. Then, what's that thing in where you have to work for 3 months? Probation. Then if I span again, then Masiek. And if, okay, fine, we'll give it a try, so I'll shut. But my stuff is my stuff.
It's gonna get there because we're getting complicated. Wait, do you know, Bangaba, now with the very big rise of artificial intelligence and robotics now, there's a very big chance that they might create robots that satisfy you in bed more than your woman. More than a human being. Where is that going to put humanity in terms of what we want from each other? These are other topics that we want to explore in the future. That's why in City, humanity is getting very fucking complicated. And I think I watched a movie around this where a person has to go and pay for a doll that's gonna be a wife, that's gonna do things in the house.
Watched a documentary like that,
yeah, we are getting complicated and it's getting scary, but the initiation of that is us talking about this kind of stuff. Our friends with benefits, analyzing these things and getting them out there so that Tina's elevated our thoughts about these everyday things so that we become ready for the future. That's all from me, from my side.
Yes, I think we're good. We are on 142. So we should be good.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for bearing with us. We'll just keep exploring these things. Sometimes you may think that an episode disappoints you, but something along the lines, it sparks your thinking. We plant a seed and then we move on. Some of the thoughts won't come from us, won't come from Wave, won't come from me, but they'll come from you and you thinking about some of the aspects that we think about here. Then you also interrogate your own reality and your own life and shape it in the way that you want to shape it. Knowing that you are not alone, we are all in this together. And then we all suffer the same kinds of things you suffer. Like we are human after all. We all have mistakes and we all have solutions. The solutions are gonna all come from us. The mistakes are gonna come from all of us. Peace.
So as usual, it's another saga which is ending namhlanje. I siyabulela as always. It's DJ Wicked Nomzo